everyone. We are back. Hopefully you're hearing us okay. My name is Daniel. I have Chad here with me. I have Marco. I have Matt. We have almost the entirety of the team here with us. I hope you guys can hear me okay. We're strapped, and so we need to get more mics. But we've upgraded the studio just a little bit, and so we're really excited. Anyway, we have a great episode here for you today. We're talking about TV streaming services, and I'm not going to be the host today. I'm going to finally be able to shut up. Matt and Marco are going to take it away. They're awesome. It's going to be great. But before that, I just want to say thank you again for sticking with us. We know our content creation episode just dropped the week before this one. And I know that before that we haven't, dropped anything for a while. So we just want to come back in here since we're recording essentially live. This is Friday, July 2nd. And just saying thank you again to all of you for sticking with us. We have our 4Ocean ad that's out or should be out now. So please look at that. Support us any way you can. And again, just thank you for supporting us just by watching us and being here with us. All right, I get to shut up now, and you guys get to talk. And so, Matt and Marco, take it away, guys.
Hey guys, so one of the big things that's been helping us get through this pandemic has been streaming services. And for me, I've definitely been using a lot of them, and I know my friends here have also been using them as well. And just a quick question to start things off. Guys, what streaming service have you relied on the most, and what is the show that you've been watching that keeps you going throughout the day?
Sure. So who do you want to throw it to first?
Yeah. Daniel, I think since you're right, my left-hand man right here.
Awesome. So I guess I know what
that's it, yeah.
No, so my favorite streaming service, look, I guess it has to be Disney+. But the thing I've been using currently has been Amazon Prime for Chuck. I don't know if you guys have watched that show, but you guys have seen that, like, I like to call my avatars Chuck and all that stuff.
If you want to lend me your Amazon Prime, I'd be happy to watch it.
Yeah, it's an amazing show. I absolutely love it. But anyway, that's me. Amazon Prime for Chuck is what I'm using for right now.
Yeah. We're going to me. All right. So, okay. I think mine is actually Netflix.
Okay.
Believe it or not. Actually, this summer, I recently started watching New Girl with my girlfriend.
Hey,
and so,
I actually watched New Girl as well, and it's super cringy.
Yeah, it's super cringy. However, it's a really funny show. I find it really funny. And so I'm binging that, and it's obviously on Netflix. So that's what I've been using most of the time.
Right on.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to point off that I don't know what New Girl is. I'm going to glance over what they just said. I have mainly been focusing... Oh, thank you, Daniel.
Wow.
I have mainly been focusing on HBO Max and probably Netflix. Rick and Morty, baby. Rick and Morty.
Marco, what about you?
So, I've been waiting for season 4 for Stranger Things to come out for such a long time, and I'm very impatient. It's been a long time, mainly because of the pandemic. But I've been rewatching all of Stranger Things, and I'm on season 3 right now. And I really appreciate Netflix because they're the oldest streaming service. They started off with mail-in movies, and then in the mid-2000s they started doing like TV shows and movies together, and it pretty much revolutionized. Like, if it wasn't for Netflix, we wouldn't have Disney+, we wouldn't have Hulu, all these other streaming services. They're not partnered, but they are competing with each other. So,
exactly.
But I'm very unfamiliar with HBO Max, and I know that Matt is the one who knows the most about it since he uses it.
I am. I'm actually very familiar with HBO Max. Especially from, like I just said, watching all the Rick and Morty on there. I've watched a lot.
Rick and Morty.
All the Dark Knight movies are on there, all that. And the nice part about HBO Max is there really isn't any ads to kind of have to watch the show. You kind of just pick whatever you want to watch, whatever they have, you're good to go. And they're always constantly adding something as far as I've been aware of it. I at least see one new title in there at least maybe once every other week or something like that. I think what they really do is they do the big updates every month, I think, roughly. So it's a very good streaming platform for select shows that you like. Game of Thrones, Rick and Morty, Dark Knight for movies.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
They got a lot of old Adam Sandler movies on there as well. Which
Right on.
Yeah.
Love Adam Sandler. But going back to Game of Thrones, actually, they're actually starting the new Game of Thrones series that has to do with the Targaryens.
Like a prequel to something.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah.
That's going to be added to HBO.
I believe so.
I keep saying HBMO. I don't know why.
HBMO? HBLMO?
No, because it goes HBO Max, but I feel like there's an M in there, and I know it's because of Max.
Yeah, because it's M.
HBO, guys. And then you were talking about also you have Amazon Prime as well, like
I
you
do.
do too.
Yeah.
We all except
Yeah, we.
You have Amazon.
I do have Amazon Prime. Yeah.
I can't afford Amazon Prime. I recently quit my job, so I'll be relying on them.
Yeah.
I already know I'm gonna be the go-to, but
Mhm.
talking about Amazon Prime now. Moving on, Amazon Prime is good. I mean, there's a lot of different things that you can do with Amazon. They offer like all their shows are pretty much free to watch. You know, at the beginning of each show, you usually have about a 15 to 30-second ad, which is, I mean, compared to other commercials that you would see on a live TV cable show, it beats having to watch all those commercials. But at the end of the day, a lot of other platforms don't have commercials, and
Right.
there are a few others, like I know Hulu has ads a lot. It's like I was watching Family Guy on there about a week ago, and I got 3 ads, and I was like, I'd rather just go to HBO and watch whatever I want, or Netflix, and not have any ads.
And that's what I find really annoying. It's with Hulu. I like it because it has Adventure Time and all that, and I love Adventure Time. But for shows that are like 12 minutes or less, they have no ads at all. So anything above that, they will be putting ads in there, and 20. Usually shows are about 20 minutes, but it's the ads and commercials that make it to 30 minutes.
Exactly.
And that's what really drags down the show. And for me, I mainly watch movies that I can't find on Netflix or Disney Plus, like Peanut Butter Falcon with Shia LaBeouf. Really amazing movie, actually. Honestly.
Oh, that was.
Yeah.
It's not on about him or something like that.
I don't think it was. It was his film.
It was his film. That's
It was his film. It
Mhm.
wasn't like that's not a true story.
Right.
It's an amazing movie though, like hilarious.
That's on Hulu.
Yeah, it's on Hulu. I totally recommend it. And Die Hard, God, love Die Hard.
Christmas movie.
It is a
Yes.
Christmas movie. 'Cause it takes place, honestly, if it's taking place during Christmas, it counts as a Christmas movie. I mean, like Nightmare Before Christmas, like it's not technically a Christmas movie. I mean, it is a Christmas movie, but it's a very surprisingly kids love it. I don't know why.
Go on your rant.
It's loving, but we can work with that.
Christmas. I mean, like, is it like friendly to
I am
kids?
pretty sure Die Hard is.
No,
No. Yeah.
Oh, I thought we were talking about Die Hard.
No.
What's the actor who played Professor Snape in the Harry Potter movies? He's in Die Hard. He plays the main
Alan Rickman.
Alan Rickman.
Honestly, he's such a great actor. Like watching his early movies like Die Hard and like seeing the different like characters. He's awesome. Like his villain in Die Hard was really good.
What's the villain's name? Is it
Hans?
Hans Gruber.
Hans. Yeah.
His hair was really nice in that movie too. That's the only thing I remember. But what kills Hulu is the ads, and that's what makes me really just kind of like avoid it. Like I said, I only watch Hulu for the movies, and that's it. But
and that's the base tier, right?
Yeah.
Talking about Hulu, that's like the one with ads.
Mhm.
So I know there's like different tiers.
yeah, it's I mean like Amazon. I mean all the other streaming services we talked about, like Disney Plus, Netflix, and HBO. No ads, right? No ads on HBO.
No. Yeah.
So those are really fun. Like that's definitely worth spending your money. But with Hulu, it's kind of like you don't want ads. Okay, pay not to have ads. It's
Right.
Like, well, I'll just go to these ones instead. So
real quick, sorry, not to interrupt you, but just question for you. So I know, like I've been watching Chuck, like I said, on Amazon Prime.
what is it about?
It's okay. So it's this
Quick spiel.
It's this normal guy who works at a Buy More, essentially like a Best Buy, like a Geek Squad type guy.
Yeah.
And one day he gets an email on his computer, and he essentially downloads this thing, and it's a whole bunch of pictures, rapid fire, and he downloads data from these images, and it's subliminal messages, right? And he becomes a spy essentially through that. Like he can flash on information like CIA data or whatever, because it was all these secrets. And so it's really cool. It's 5 seasons, and it's I guess kind of like romantic comedy. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just absolutely love it. But to my point was, Matt, that at least for Chuck, it's like 20-second ads, but you can skip them. So is it like that for all?
You can do that on Amazon.
On Amazon.
You can skip them.
So is that across the board, or is it just for some shows and stuff that you can skip?
As far as I'm aware of, every show that I've watched on there, you can skip the ads.
Okay, so that's not a huge drawback then when we're comparing it to something like Hulu, where you have to sit through the ads. Or even, I know we're going to talk about this later, but even like Peacock, where if you buy the standard version, you have to sit through those ads.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay. I was just making sure, just for clarification for
I didn't know that you could like skip out because like you can do that on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Hey.
funny
Yeah.
thing too is
Like
that
some of them on
yeah,
YouTube.
YouTube is actually kind of like somewhat turning into a streaming service because they're
It wants to compete, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it's-
definitely in the market somewhere.
Yeah,
for,
there was this. I forget the name of this show. This is like this punk kid trying to get his dad's car back.
Yeah.
And it was like the first episode was free, but then the rest you had to pay to watch. And they had those other like YouTube made.
Just to add on something, I feel like YouTube's starting to replace the traditional like TV, like changing channels and all that stuff because a lot of people are cutting the cord nowadays and not subscribing to Spectrum or DirecTV or whatever services are out there in your area. But YouTube's offering because I think one of the reasons why people hold on to their cable subscription is because of sports, and YouTube TV is starting to implement some streaming opportunities for sports such as like football and soccer and all that.
That's a great point, and I really don't mean to take over, guys.
Go for
it. But I kind of want to talk about that because YouTube's becoming really important for like movies or anything. Like for example, my grandma who's in her 60s, she speaks Spanish and all that stuff like that. She can watch all those like old classic Mexican movies on YouTube. So that's like even changing the landscape from like even local channels that would put the Spanish movies on once in a while.
And stuff that's not on TV anymore.
Right.
That's true.
But also to your point, this is where it's like there's almost a saturation of everything now because there's for sports. Like my dad and I are huge sports addicts, you can even say.
Yeah.
But we have to have almost every single platform in order to watch what we want to watch.
Yeah.
Because we used to have Sling, but even that's taking away channels and everything. So if I want to watch, FC Barcelona play in La Liga, I have to, pay for ESPN or ESPN Plus now.
Yeah.
If I want to watch hockey, it's either live channels during the like Channel 4 or something like that during the playoffs, like right now, or I have to do like NHL Network, which is only on Sling. So I'm just saying, like that's like there's so many things now, and even stuff like on the internet when you're like illegally downloading, which that's illegal, don't do it. Even then, not everything is either good quality or maybe they just don't have it. So sorry, I don't want to take over.
No, actually, no. That reminds me that because with all these like different services, like you want to watch this certain sports channel, you have to go to a different service. Same thing happened with Netflix when they started dropping really big name shows like The Office and Friends, and broke my heart. Just because because Peacock has The Office.
Peacock does.
And honestly, it's very frustrating that way. But at the same time, if you look at it from a business standpoint, Netflix doesn't want to keep paying to have the rights to show that show on their streaming service, so then they have more money to fund into their independent projects that are all Netflix titled, like season 4 of Stranger Things. That please needs to come out.
I'm really excited about that.
Exactly. Yeah.
Dude, I saw
dedicated.
the trailer for it on YouTube, and Jim Hopper is alive. Apparently, and he's apparently.
There was a teaser. I saw.
Yeah, and it's him in the snow, and I think he's in Russia somehow. But
wait, the guy died and ended up in Russia.
That's what we don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know
Because the end of season 3 ended with Hopper dying.
Disappearing.
Yes.
Not dying, disappearing.
Disappearing.
If there's no body, there's no death.
So you and I haven't.
Body don't cry.
We
No,
might
that's
have
not
to
what I
watch it.
said. That's what I said. You guys haven't watched it?
I have never seen that show. I've heard a lot of things.
You guys have 3 years.
I've
behind.
obviously watched it. It's one of my favorite TV shows out there.
It's really awesome.
Is
It
it
references.
above or behind New Girl?
It's above.
Well, I mean, it's different though, because New
Well,
Girl is more like cringe, like romantic comedy show.
New Girl's more like sitcom kind of
It's a sitcom.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but like Stranger Things is more like a series, I would say.
A thriller. I think it's more like a thriller series.
Yeah.
It's kind of like all of them kind of start off a little funny and like normal, but it gets into like the really dark, really crazy stuff. Can we curse? No.
I would prefer not to, so we don't get
I caught
demonetized or
myself. I was about
anything.
to
But
say
Yeah.
other H-
You already cursed on one show, and we had to bleep that out. Remember?
Yeah. But
we did.
I had to do it. Yeah.
But real quick, I want to go back to Hulu, and Hulu isn't entirely bad because besides the ads, it's only $5.99 a month. However, there is Disney Plus, and Disney Plus is a really, really awesome streaming service because it's got all the classic Disney movies, and Disney shows like Star Wars Bad Batch, really awesome. And it's got a bundle with it. It's got a bundle with Hulu and ESPN Plus. So, and that's $12.99 a month. So when it comes to looking at different services, the fact that Disney Plus and Hulu are bundled together that kind of like makes me reconsider not so much following on Hulu because it's with $12.99 a month. I think you can upgrade to a better service on Hulu that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we talked about Hulu. We talked about Amazon Prime. We talked about Netflix.
I think we're missing something, aren't we?
I think
we are.
No, we got them all. Netflix.
Exodus,
We're missing
Hulu.
your favorite. We are missing your favorite Disney.
Ew.
Did I just say that Disney?
But Disney Plus.
I said Disney Plus has a bundle.
No, it didn't.
That
So-
was next on the list.
That was the next on the list, right?
Did I
Yeah.
talk about the bundle and not Disney Plus?
Yeah.
Yes, that's exactly what
Plus
you
has the
did.
bundle. Sorry, guys.
Wow.
You know what? I said it in here.
In your mind.
In your mind.
Rewind.
But it didn't translate over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, yes, Disney Plus has the bundle with Hulu and ESPN, $12.99 a month. Go for it.
So,
Good.
okay. So, question for you: what is special about Disney Plus? Just without the bundle, just Disney
Yeah.
Plus itself.
Okay,
what's
so
special about it?
one, Disney Plus is very consistent with its streaming services. I mean, we've gone through how many Marvel shows now? We've gone through Scarlet Witch, we've gone through Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and now we are going on to Loki. And they're also streaming new Star Wars content like The Bad Batch.
So excited tonight. There's an episode tonight.
There's new
Yes.
episode-
Catch me out.
We're gonna, you know what? We're done. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Let's go watch.
Let's do it. Let's do
We
it.
have the Apple TV right here.
Yeah, it's right. It's off screen. Yeah.
Honestly,
Alright, everyone point the cameras at the TV. Everyone take for you up to the Bad Batch.
And then we're gonna take it down.
Yeah.
The channel has been striped.
I always forget that it's Friday, and I always watch it the day after. But now that I know it's Friday, I'm gonna watch Bad Batch.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what I like about Disney Plus. They're very consistent. I'm really surprised.
They are.
They have new projects coming in
Yeah.
all the time. You know, it's a big business.
When
It
one
is.
project ends,
They already have another one ready for you. You know.
That's true.
Unlike Netflix.
So, I have a question for you guys.
All right,
Yeah.
shoot.
What is that?
Just out of curiosity, starting with Marco here, how would you rate the 5 platforms that we have talked about?
For me, I'm tied with.
It's your number one and your number one favorite show on the platform.
So number one would be Disney Plus with Bad Batch. That's the number one. I haven't started watching Loki because I want all the episodes to come out. Then I'll just binge it all together. It's
Gotcha.
just-
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Life
This
is
is coming from the man that is watching episode by episode for the Bad Batch. I'm gonna point that out.
That's yeah.
No, let me explain. I don't want to do that for two shows. I'd rather do it for one and wait for
Yeah.
the other.
Okay.
It's just
All
I
right.
mean, I guess it also kind of makes sense when there's only 6 episodes, so it's like.
It's true.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, so
I
it's
get
like,
it,
you know,
I get it.
and the Loki episodes are really long, so I'm pretty sure I won't be able to binge them all in one day.
No, you
Yeah.
So, Netflix and Disney and Bad Batch. Daniel.
Oh man, this is a tough one, guys. I think I'm also gonna have to go with Disney Plus.
Do you have the bundle?
I do have the bundle. I don't know if you want me to talk about the bundle. Do you want me to talk about the bundle?
Well, you're the one who has it.
Okay, I'll
Was
talk
Yeah.
about
that
Okay,
part of the question?
Well, no, I mean, like, it's.
Oh
it's-
my
it's-
God.
I assure you, was this part of the question?
Well, no, here's the
it.
thing.
It was not part of the question, but
Good.
okay. So
Yeah.
I won't.
Yeah.
It's important
Yeah.
to ask because he's the one who has the experience. Me, I don't have the bundle, but if someone who does have the bundle should talk about it more.
So I'll talk about the bundle, but let me answer Matt's question, and then I'll talk about the bundle. Later.
Okay.
So going to your question, that's a tough one. I think I'm also gonna have to respond to Disney Plus, but being that I think I'm gonna have almost all of the streaming services except for HBO, I'm just so confused. For show, I don't know. I have favorites on everyone. I think it would just be so hard. But I think the reason I'm answering Disney Plus, just to get back to your question, is just because there's so much sentimentality, emotionality tied to that. You know, all the classic Disney stuff.
There's a lot of heart in them.
Things that
There
make
is.
me feel like a kid again. You
Yeah.
know? And things that just make me happy to watch, and things that I can rewatch and you know, stuff like that. So that's why I'm answering Disney Plus. Sorry, I can't be more specific. I'm just
I was gonna throw you the bone of saying if there's 2 platforms tied in one place, you can choose to do that.
That's
2
true.
platforms. Okay.
So if there's a tie, when we get to mine, I'm gonna tell you mine now is a tie.
Okay.
Wait, I'm gonna change mine. So Disney Plus and Netflix. If we can do ties, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, you can do ties. You can. It's your opinion.
So I guess in that case, I would have to do Disney Plus and Peacock.
Really?
And Peacock just because
The Office.
of The Office.
Yeah,
You have Parks
yeah.
and Rec. You have Psych. And I think Chuck is eventually
Psych
going to.
Yeah.
is on Amazon Prime.
It is on Amazon. Chuck is on Amazon Prime too, but I think Chuck is owned by NBC.
It
But
is.
I think eventually it will go on to Peacock anyway.
Yeah.
Amazon.
Unless
That's
it's
right.
Unless it's owned on through CBS, in that case, it would go to Paramount. So I have it. But either way.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry.
Chad?
Talking. Go ahead.
So I think mine has to be Disney Plus, just like Daniel. And I think the reason why is because as a kid, like I feel like it goes back to that. As a kid, I used to watch a lot of Disney sitcoms, and for those to be all on this one platform, it's really like reliving my childhood and just reliving those fun memories that we all had as kids.
Yeah.
And it's something that we grew up with. So it's like I'm gonna have to say Disney Plus for this one.
I want to throw it back to you too, just because again, I know it might sound like we're trying to sell Disney Plus, we're definitely not.
No.
We're not sponsored. Yeah.
We're just
They
so
didn't come
much.
to us.
I wish
No.
we were.
I wish we were too.
Yeah.
But I think there's just so much heart. into it.
Netflix, please come.
Talk to us,
No,
producers.
please.
Talk to us, any of us.
Disney Plus, fund us first, please.
Just find us at our Instagram. We will reply to you instantly.
We'll make a new YouTube channel called The Intelligent Disney World.
We actually will. We actually will.
Honestly,
I will call it
That's
the
it.
Intelligent Marvel World, and I will do hour-long podcasts about the Marvel Universe.
That's a good
That's it.
idea. We should actually
Look,
think
we
about
already have
doing.
ideas.
We should think about doing offshoots about like just Disney stuff and just Marvel.
We should.
So, anyway, my question was gonna be for you, Marco. Then we'll go back to you, Matt. Sorry. Was just since you have been vocal about talking about like your future kids one day, so like that.
Yeah.
Do you think that's why there's also like some connection with Disney Plus? Because it's like you might be able to share that someday.
Well, that's the thing. Growing up, we all grew up with like VHS tapes. You know?
Yeah.
Right.
So, like,
Yeah.
I had Disney.
I still have the collections, guys.
If you don't know what VHS tapes, you're too young. You're too young.
Honestly, if we could film in my game room, playroom, workout room, whatever it is, room, we
Invite
could
us, bro,
open
invite
up
us.
the
Yeah.
Fun
You're
fact: VHSs are actually worth something now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
well,
So if you have any VHS tapes, hold on to them because
They're
they're
go up.
yeah.
or donate them to us, and
Yeah.
we'll make a pretty penny from them.
Please.
No, if you open my drawers, you're gonna find Disney Plus before Disney Plus was even made.
Yeah.
That's
So.
That's impressive.
No, it's no joke. Like almost everything, I'm pretty sure. Like even Pixar as well. So
That's a good point.
growing up, it's one when I watched Disney movies as a kid, everything went over my head. Watching them again as an adult, it's like it's like watching the same movie as if it were new, like for
Yeah, I
the
think
first time. That's
Yeah.
what I appreciate with Disney because. The way they format their films is that it's child friendly, but it has a message for adults as well.
I feel like it's also family friendly.
It is
Like it's
definitely.
like that's where
Yeah,
family
that's
friendly
the
comes
thing.
from. Is that it's
we
both
talked-
good for
we
like
talked
kids
about this
and
before, with
adults.
The
Yeah.
Incredibles movies and all that.
Yeah.
That's true. Our second episode.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Go and
it's-
check it
it's, so like, and I've spoken out, like, I want to have kids one day. I'm definitely, like, Disney's definitely going to be a part of their lives just because it was part of mine, and it gave me, it just gave me so much joy
Yeah.
growing up.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's very sentimental in a way.
Yeah.
There's a lot. Disney has a lot. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's just a place that you pour your money into.
It is. It's a loophole, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah. It's honestly, I love Disney Plus.
And that's where we take the mic from.
Yes,
So,
exactly.
All right.
All right, Matt, go ahead.
So the reason why I said you can throw in the ties is because mine is actually tied between HBO Max and Netflix.
Okay.
I was
Explain.
expecting Amazon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Now he's thinking again.
We got
there could be the first trio actually. I mean, I do watch Amazon Prime, but I mainly watch the show The Grand Tour. Shout out to The Grand Tour.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's it.
watched Top Gear before that disaster happened. They know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. As long as you know what I'm talking about, you know what's happened in the past. But no, I remember when the Grand Tour first came out, Amazon was all I watched. I've seen every episode at least 3 times of that show, but honestly, when it comes to the end of the day, I've been rewatching Gotham again. I don't know if you guys remember that old show Gotham.
I was into it, but it just it got really tedious, like
A little bit.
It took forever. Everything was like, okay, we get it. This is how this person became a villain. This is how this person became a villain. It was just like, and I didn't really like the child Bruce Wayne actor. I just didn't feel like he was gonna.
I didn't mind him. I mean, coming from someone, you guys have heard this time and time again. Me and Daniel are huge comic people. Like,
He has too much of a kind
Yes.
face. Like, that's what, I look at that kid and be like, I've seen him grow in the show. And
he's a child.
No, but like, dude, like the season, like the show started when he was like, what, 12, 13 years old?
I've actually
Yeah, 10. Yeah.
No, I don't think he was. No, maybe you're right. I don't know, but to me, he doesn't look intimidating because Bruce Wayne is Bruce Wayne, Playboy guy.
Yeah.
But when he's Batman,
You can tell. You can tell.
Intimidating in the last episode wearing the outfit.
He had a mask on. I want to know
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's Bruce Wayne and I just want to see that intimidation view of the character,
but
without the mask.
So to go back, I'm gonna end it. It's gonna be Gotham. And it's gonna be Rick and Morty. I don't know what my obsession is with Rick and Morty.
Dude, you can't go wrong with Rick and Morty.
No, you can't.
Season 5, episode 1 is
Pickle Rick.
It's not Pickle Rick.
I'm Pickle Rick.
That show is just
That show is just one thunderous
Yes.
sequence after another. I mean, I'm just trying to think of the
You're choosing your words very carefully.
monetized
Yeah,
way
exactly.
I can put this. Let me just put it this way. You will see the most crazy stuff that you did not think would kind of be in a show that really wouldn't make sense in any other show. But for some reason in Rick and Morty, it works so well.
It does.
I feel like when they come up ideas for that show, they have this little circular spin. You know that the Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah.
It's
They are all sitting in a room just spinning.
No. It's not only that. They spin it with all the ideas, but then they throw a dart. So it's
Yeah.
Just for extra.
I feel like that's how
They
they come up
got a
with
subcategory of what will be Jerry's part in this
Exactly.
episode.
Yeah.
Dart.
They have all these ideas in
he's
a
on
pie
top
chart
of a
and a pie
plane.
chart
That's
style,
it.
and then they spin it and then they throw a dart. That's how they come up with everything
my
randomly.
God.
You got 3 chances. Okay.
Yeah.
Beginning, middle, end.
Uh-huh.
Boom. That's a show for you.
That's it.
Rick invents invisibility gloves, but it only works on his fans.
Yes.
Why not?
Yeah. Oh, but real quick, since you have the most experience with the bundle of Disney Plus, is it worth it?
Okay, so before I answer that question, do you want to give our official ranking, or do you want to...
I feel like give that, and then we'll end it with the ranking, and then give a salute.
All right, sounds good. So I've had I'm talking to this camera.
Yes.
Hi, this camera. Hi, GoPro. I've had a great experience with Disney Plus, the bundle. So I have Hulu, Premium Hulu, ESPN Plus, and Disney Plus, and I use it every day.
Yeah.
Right now it's the Euros, the Euro 2020, so all the European teams are playing soccer right in this tournament, and I'm using ESPN and ESPN Plus every single day. Between my dad and I, we're using that, right? Hulu, we use pretty much every single day, right? Whether it's a show my mom wants to watch or we want to watch something, having that the night after it came out, all these ABC shows or whatever it is, it's a great way to keep in touch with, again, maybe cutting the cord from your streaming, from your cable, but it's just a great extra tool.
Yeah.
And I kind of agree with you in the sense of if you're only having Hulu, especially with ads, maybe not the best value. I know you talked about that, but part of the bundle, it definitely adds this great extra facet.
Just to, sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but just to add on to that, I feel like that bundle is sort of what makes Disney Plus, really.
Yeah.
So,
because you have the entire family of what's Disney owned.
Mind blown.
Yeah.
But it gives you all this freedom, especially with that price tag of $12.99. You can't be...
For 3 services. Like
You
that.
can't.
services.
For Disney Plus alone, I think it's $6.99 a month.
Yeah.
And then Hulu by itself with ads is $5.99 a month. And how much is ESPN?
I think it's $4.99.
Yeah.
I think it's $4.99.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
so if you have those 3 separate, that's more than $12.99.
Right.
Yeah.
So it just makes sense. If you're going for a good bundle, Disney Plus offers the best one.
That's it.
Exactly. So that's what I think. Maximum freedom, you get that sentimentality with Disney Plus, with all that stuff, all that action. ESPN Plus, all the sports you can watch, especially because ESPN Plus is buying more and more of those streaming, like La Liga, Bundesliga, which is in the German soccer.
Does ESPN cover Formula 1?
I think so.
Honestly,
Even,
I think I'm
even
Yeah.
some of the UFC fight nights that used to be pay-per-view are now being bought out by ESPN Plus. So as long as you're a subscriber, you get now those PPV fights for free.
That's crazy.
You're
That's
getting more,
crazy.
you're getting with the ESPN, you're getting a lot more.
You're getting
Yeah.
a lot more. So
It's crazy how much comes with it because it's
Yeah.
not just a select amount of sports. Like you're getting almost entirely everything.
And
Yeah.
especially as they keep making these packages and You know,
I just want ESPN to throw in a highlight reel of all the greatest hockey fights. That's all.
That's it. That'll be good.
It's on YouTube. Like, you can find that on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's on YouTube, but imagine someone in ESPN's just complete like computer storage area going through terabytes of old footage. Chad knows how much a terabyte is. It's not a little bit of data. These guys are.
It's a lot.
That's dedication. If someone here, if on God's earth, if you are from ESPN and you want to make my day, please make a highlight of all the world's greatest hockey fights. I promise you will find me watching them.
You heard it from here, everyone. Matthew Neustadt.
The ESPN world revolves around him.
I love that. I'm picking him up.
I don't even watch sports. I'm just in it for the fight apparently at this point.
So,
like everyone else.
Yeah.
So one thing real quick, I know you guys are going to talk about the rankings and then we're going to kind of start wrapping up the show.
Yeah.
But one thing I just want to add before we get to the rankings is we didn't talk about three things. Peacock, Paramount Plus, and Apple TV Plus, which are three great services in their own rights. And the reason we didn't talk about them...
You have them, don't you?
I have all of them.
Okay, this guy has... What the
I
heck?
have everything except HBO Max.
Wow.
Oh yeah, he's definitely losing.
Money is what I'm losing.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, my parents...
You're not losing. You're hemorrhaging money at this point.
Yeah, I'm going to have to take some of those off. Anyway, the reason we didn't talk about those three in particular are because they're not up in the ranks as much as these five that we've talked about today. If we ever revisit this topic again, we might want to look into that. Add them in, but anyway, that's our reason.
It can honestly be its own segment of like why it's not up into these.
Exactly.
It could be.
It's not the same standards. We're looking at the standards, you know.
But they have great stuff, especially Ted Lasso. Okay, go ahead.
Ask us our rankings.
Anyways, yeah. So we're gonna do a quick ranking of everything. We're not gonna do ties. We're just gonna go like the first. I'm gonna ask, and the first streaming service that comes to your mind. I'm pretty sure I kind of know everyone's right now, but you know, just for fun, you know. So we'll go Daniel, Chad, Matt, and then we'll finish with.
You're asking the number one streaming service?
First thing that comes to your mind. Go.
Disney Plus bundle.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
Netflix.
3, 2, 1, go.
Netflix.
3, 2, 1, go.
Go.
Wait, I need some time. I'm kidding.
3, 2, 1, go.
Disney Plus. Dang it.
Oh.
No, I don't have it.
Oh, so you can't. Yeah.
Bummer.
I don't have it. I can't say yes to that when I don't even have it. I mean, like, it's that's your thing. You can.
All right. So what's the official ranking from what we found? What's the most affordable? What's the
best value?
Okay, with
for...
everything. With everything separate, Hulu is definitely going to be at the bottom because it has the worst ads. Then Amazon Prime because it also has ads, even though you can't skip.
So number 5, Hulu. Number 4, Amazon Prime.
Yeah. So number 3, HBO. Max. I said it right that time. Yay.
Yeah.
There you go. Congratulations.
Number 2 is going to be Netflix, and number 1 is going to be Disney Plus. You can't.
Disney Plus the bundle or just the?
Well, no, everything's separate.
Separate. Yeah.
Obviously, Disney Plus wins because of the bundle.
Yeah.
Like minus the bundle, Disney Plus. I think we all agree that Disney Plus has a really great.
I think we do agree.
Wrong with Marvel.
It's with its shows, with its movies. You know, it's
with its release calendar.
Disney would be my number 1 if you add on Deadpool. Just saying.
Yeah.
It's on Hulu.
It's on Hulu.
So if you have the bundle,
it is.
If you have the bundle, you get Deadpool 1 and 2.
And
That's it.
you still.
But here's the problem: I already bought it on Amazon. Whoops.
Bro, you gotta get the bundle.
Get the bundle.
Anyways, that's our show for tonight. Thank you for watching.
Didn't these guys do a great job as hosts?
Give them a round of applause, everyone.
Please give us money. We need more mics and headsets.
We definitely do.
Donations are accepted.
Again, thank you all so much for your support of us. I hope you did enjoy this relatively short, I guess, 35 minutes, I guess, right around there.
Relatively short, but
I mean,
in
18 more seconds, we can make it 35.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
you should just sit here and stare at you for like
under
5 seconds.
40-minute podcast episode about TV streaming services. But we really do appreciate your commitment, and again, great job, you guys, on the first time hosting this episode. Well, it's not your first time.
Snaps, yeah.
This makes me uncomfortable. I don't like being complimented.
I don't know why.
Too bad.
It's a little weird. We're cutting it. Ending.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.